Good day, my dear viewer. It's Dr. Bala Shire, the mind, spirit, and body physician, coming your way again on the topic of food. At the last episode, we touched on when we should eat, and that we should only eat if and when we are hungry. And actually, we should stop before we have had enough, or before we are fully satiated. Today, I'm going to still continue on the topic of when we should eat. When we should eat. Of course, you know that from the last episode that we should eat when our body really needs the food. But when does our body need the food? The first meal to get rid of is, wait for it, it's a surprise again, is breakfast. If you must eat twice a day, the one to eliminate is your breakfast. But many people will now say, but I heard that the breakfast is king. It's all wrong. I will tell you and brief you how that phrase arose. Breakfast is the worst meal of the day you can take. And the answer is so scientific and simple. Let us go to our dinner. Remember, when you eat dinner or supper, usually 1, 2, 3, 4 hours before you go to bed, you are the day has ended and you are no longer engaged in any strenuous, physically challenging activity. After your supper or dinner, most people sit on their sofa, or they watch television, or some do some reading and some reflection. These are low energy activities. So the food gets digested, it gets absorbed, it gets assimilated. And really, you have not done anything. It's still stored in the bank for you, in the food bank, as energy. So you have not in any way or any stretch of the imagination exhausted it. And it is still available for you in your mornings to now carry out all the activities you might wish to in the morning hours. So breakfast or early morning is not the time to load yourself with food. Let me give you a very practical example, which I'm sure many of you must have noticed. After a heavy breakfast, what happens? The next reflex is that you begin to feel sleepy. You just feel like going to bed and lie down. It does not matter whether it's pounded yam or fruits and vegetables, whatever type of food, the next thing is that you feel like going to sleep. And that is because you are loading yourself with unnecessary food, which will again require digestion. And digestion, food digestion, is one of the most energy demanding activities of the body. So you don't need it. You can study yourself. Some people, maybe by 11 o'clock, like I said, the clue really is to wait till you are hungry. Maybe by 11, some by 12. Then you can now open your eating window, which I will be talking about much later. So breakfast should be the first to go. So you are left with supper, or if you like, even late breakfast by 11 or 12. And then you are left with what to eliminate again, if you must still eliminate something. Normally, if you take your breakfast by 11 or brunch or 12, you are not likely to even be hungry by lunchtime. Except again, as we said in a previous episode, if you are the laborer or hard working type. then you might still need something to get your energy bank going so that you can still work harder. So you could do that depending on whether that could become your main meal if you are stressed or if you are a hard worker. That is the lunch. But if you are not, it will again be a very, very light meal. And then you are now left with the evening meal. The evening meal should be light as possible. Should be as light as possible. Fruits, vegetables, certainly not something too heavy. And I will provide you with the scientific basis again. Now, food takes, if it's fruits, it takes about 4 hours to digest in your body. If it is things like pounded yam or amala or gari, it might take up to 12 hours to even digest. And if it is things, foods, which I will be talking about later, which are not actually foods, but more of rubber, I don't want to mention their names yet, more of rubber, then it may last for over 24 hours in your digestive system. Why? Because the body doesn't even know what to do with it. It recognizes that what you have taken is not food but rubber. And our body is not capable of digesting rubber. So this is the key to when you should eat. Skip breakfast if you can. If you are the type that you can do with one meal, make it your lunch or dinner. And if it is going to be dinner, make sure that by 6 p.m., 6:30, latest 7, you have already taken that dinner. Why is that so? Because I have explained that food takes about minimum of 4 hours to 12 hours to digest in the body. And so you don't want to go to bed with your stomach full of food. We shall be discussing the details of this again in another episode. Once more, I'm yours sincerely, Dr. Balashire. Don't forget to like this video, and please don't forget to press the subscribe button so that I can bring you more videos. Don't forget to leave your comments and let me know what will benefit you, because I consider this my mission to humanity. How to create the awareness so that we are doing things the right way, and so no longer suffering from all these diseases that can be taken care of by each individual by following the simple laws of nature. And leave your comments, and also press the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know each time I bring you a new video. And of course, don't forget also my handles. Just go to balashire.com and then you can check out the videos on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for listening.